So, I want to share some college statistics that I heard about. If you're thinking about being an online coach, or you're thinking about what should my career be, or you're thinking about, man, I'm in this career that's unfulfilled and I'm, doing this thing that I'm not very excited about. Or maybe you're somebody that's like a part-time entrepreneur and you're wondering, what can I do to just take this the rest of the way to become full-time? Or maybe you're even thinking like, wow, I am just really ready to get something going here in my business. And I know that the industry is changing and there's this artificial intelligence, there's this new path, there's this new thing. And maybe you're thinking that you need to add certain things to your business that are going to make it come alive again, or that you're not paying attention to because you're so in the weeds with what you do. So really this whole video is just to help you think about where this, what I'm calling kind of like a world 2.0, or shifting from this, working with the hands or being sort of knowledgeable type thing to that stuff's going to now be taken care of completely by robotics and stuff like that. And I know this is coming, and that AI is, traveling at the speed of every single year. It's like getting 100 times better. And it's going to be this rate of change that none of us have ever even quite thought about or experienced ever before. And you're wondering, what do I do to take advantage of this? How do I take advantage of this? So I just want to share these stats with you. So college degree statistics, it says 78% of college degree holders don't use their degree. 78%. 50% who do use their degree don't like their job. And 14% who get a degree and use it actually like their job. 14%. Now, here's something interesting. If you're somebody that has a specific skill, or you're somebody that is maybe sort of like an investigator type, where you're really curious about things, you're excited about life, but you're in this mundane, traditional, routine style type job, and there's more for you out there and you're interested in making more, then the online coaching space may be very powerful for you. It might be something that you've not explored before that you need to start exploring. Or maybe you're like a part-time entrepreneur and you're holding down this job, but on the part-time you're trying to figure out, what kind of business could I be in that's going to be, let's say, future-proof, that has high profit margins, that allows me to have flexibility, location freedom, and the creative ability to help people in the ways that you probably are already helping people nonchalantly, or just people come to you because you have these answers or you help them do things, but you're not sure how to monetize that. Or like I said, you're a business owner right now and you're completely neglecting the idea that this AI is here, that you're not understanding how to even communicate with it or utilize it within your business. And because of that, things are going to start slowing down, where other businesses that are paying attention to it, they're going to start speeding up. And it's just that natural thing where Bob, who couldn't get off the horse and buggy, never made it to the party because everybody else was driving cars. So we have to really think about this. And, I've been in this online business space for, basically since 2007. And I've seen and studied AI and the movement of all this. I really like technology, so it's been fun for me. But what I've noticed is things have changed from essentially this talking through print and, basic video and basic things on text and landing pages and things like that, to where now it has advanced so quickly that people even disregard it as something that's going to stick and stay. But just think about how fast things have moved from, maybe like the flip phone to this phone. Just in like 15, 20 years, we've advanced pretty good here. Technology like this is changing at a rate of about 10x each year. AI, however, is advancing at 100x or more each year. So if you don't get on board with how to communicate with this information technology, and you don't learn how to communicate with AI and utilize it, then it'll be like those people that didn't take the internet serious and now are kicking themselves because they're not able to take advantage of those things that people that took the internet serious did and can. So all I'm saying to you is, if you're, somebody that loves to teach, educate, learn, and coach, think about what is possible when you can utilize AI with that, and you can then create educational products that are digital, so they're high profit, they're quick, they're able to be created so much simpler and easier and better than ever before. How could you take that love and passion to explore things and be creative about things and turn those things into actual helpful products that teach people how to do something? Because isn't it interesting, of this college degree statistics that we just talked about, 78% of the people that got a degree, they don't use it. And then the ones that do use it don't like their job. And then the ones, this 14% that do use a degree and actually like their job. So this is a lot of people, okay? This is a lot of people that are doing stuff that they don't like to do, or they're not taking advantage of this information, where you could take your understanding, your knowledge, this ability, to get a degree and do all these things. You're not an idiot, obviously, right? So you could take these things and learn how to communicate with AI, like how to prompt. That's the new language in the future, is prompting. And you could take this language and this ability to communicate with AI that we know is coming, and it's here, and it's just, you're watching. I don't even have to tell you. You're seeing it all over the place. I heard this, I heard that there was this, I think it was either Chinese or Japanese or whatever it was, video game company. And the owner of the company, there was 10 people that were designing and creating these video games. And what I heard was that owner had that one person out of those 10 that learned how to prompt and use AI. And he was able to get rid of those other 9 people, because that one person that knew the prompting language was able to create and outperform the other 9 that did not, just with that one person. So what does this mean? This means that AI is not going to take your job. It's not coming for you. Who's going to take your job is the person that learns how to prompt. It's the person that learns how to use AI. That's the person that you should fear. The person that learned how to communicate with this technology and use it in a way that it's going to almost be like a symbiotic relationship, where this organic thing can communicate and basically symbiotically connect with AI and work together. It's going to make you faster, smarter. You're going to get things done easier. But isn't that the language or the sound of the things that always took out everybody in the past? Think about it. I've been able to get ahead at a very young age, much quicker than many of the other people that didn't take the internet serious. I was very interested in learning new things and doing new things. And I got excited about technology when everybody else was complaining about it. And I learned how to use it. And now people are wondering, like, wow, how are they able to do so many things so easy? It doesn't seem like they, I'm out here working so hard and doing all these things, and yet I'm not getting the payoffs like they are. Well, we've learned how to use technology to leverage ourselves. We've learned to use technology to, take what it is that we know and be able to duplicate it and be out there in thousands of people's hands doing the work one time. The whole reason I named my company Make Once is because I was always saying, Yeah, we learned how to make something once and then sell it over and over and over again without having to sell it over and over and over again. Meaning I was able to set up systems and automations, and I was able to take me and put myself, just like this video you're watching right now. This is not a live video, is it? But it's out there working because you're listening to it, and it's either influencing you one way or the other. And this is what I'm talking about. That's why I call the company Make Once, because you can learn how to take what it is that you know and productize it into a digital package that helps somebody get somewhere faster, easier, and in a better way. And what's even more beautiful about it is you can help more people globally, and you can also take this thing that you're doing and you're basically accelerating. Think about why AI is so powerful. Because it's like a calculator, right? A calculator allows us to figure out math faster. AI is like a life calculator. It allows us to come up with answers in all realms and corners and nooks and crannies of life. And AI today is in and by itself smarter than just about any human on the planet right now. It's not going away. So you're either going to learn how to go and build together symbiotically with it, or you will be those people that are, complaining about it, and you're going to be the ones that are going to be looking and going, this doesn't seem fair. How are they able to work less, achieve more? What's going on here? And you might be feeling that already. So I just want you to think about this. This is just a video to help you think and to help you open your mind about what's possible. And I know that we're going into even more than what I have always thought, which is if you don't know how to do something, you can't do it. And those that don't know how to do things, I was talking to a guy that takes care of our yard and things like that. Young guy, just graduated, very smart, making like $5,000 to $8,000 per month as a high school graduate because he started a landscaping business his sophomore year in high school, and he's just ahead of his time, and he's an entrepreneur. And I was talking to him, and he was showing me how he was using ChatGPT 4 to do bids with his landscape company. He goes, I can take a picture of somebody's yard, and with ChatGPT 4.0 or 4.0, the Omni, I ask it to show me a better design, and then he goes, I just keep asking it to refine the design, and I work on the prompt, and he goes, it got me a $3,000 job with the city to do this landscaping thing down the sidewalk. And he showed that to me, and I'm like, amazing. He goes, that would have taken me all day, and it would have been so stressful, and it's not even near what this actually is here. And then on top of it, it will give me like information for the quote and even how to communicate with the client. And I'm just thinking like, wow, how amazing, right? And so this is the type of thing that I want you to think about. How could you take this skill set, this ability that you have, and how can you start thinking about being a knowledge provider and working with intelligence? This is why AI is so valuable. It's literally creating billion-dollar companies because it's faster, it's easier, it's better. So that seems to be the value status or rank of value, which it always has been. The only reason you pay anybody is because they help you do something faster, easier, better. So a business that helps somebody get from point A to point B faster, easier, better gets money. That's how money works, right? We solve problems. When you solve problems, you make money. So, but today, right, you walk around and everybody's staring at this thing, right? Everybody's walking through this store. They almost walk into you, like they almost run into you. You yourself find yourself doing this. Everything, you feel like when this isn't with you, you feel a sense of like missing limb syndrome, like your arm is missing or something. Like people will be all the way almost to wherever they're going and turn around and go back and get it. I remember I lost my phone at an airport one time, and I left it charging on the seat. We were like in a hurry, and I just left it there. Simple mistake. I went on a full vacation for like a whole week without my phone. And it was so interesting how many times I went for it and how many times I was like, ugh. And it made me just really realize how we're already almost in a symbiotic relationship with technology. What happens when other people are at a level where they can literally communicate with it and you can't? What happens when people can get answers so much faster than others? Why do you think that even though our DNA is like almost 98 or 99% matching to chimpanzees and monkeys, why is it that we are so much more powerful than them? Because we can think in levels that they can't. We can know in levels that they can't. We can operate and remember in ways that they can't. And yet this chat GPT that is constantly learning about every input and prompt and communication you have with it, and everything across the internet is learning about this and learning about humans and everybody. The ones that do not learn how to communicate back and do not learn how to utilize this and use it so I teach people how to create and scale online coaching businesses, right? Where they're basically picking a particular topic and they're becoming a coach or a consultant, course creator. It's all the same thing. They're, at the end of the day, coaches are replacing like leadership and management. You can put online coaches right beside all the most powerful professions, because online coaches and what everybody's learning is, why would you go to school and invest 8 years of your time, $200,000 in debt to hopefully get a career? Or you can come to somebody like myself, spend $149 a month and learn how to make 6 and 7 figures as an online coach in a matter of 12 months, right? This is the change that's going to deteriorate the education system. And right now, they're already saying that the education industry, the online education industry, is at $1 billion a day. And by 2028, it's supposed to be at $1 trillion per day. Why is that? Think about it. We have machines to do all the heavy lifting. Now we're going to have these humanoid AI-empowered robots. I promise you, all day, every day, this is going to be a thing. And they're going to be doing the tasks that people don't want to do, that are dangerous, that are menial and mundane, and that don't need that high of an intelligence to operate. The machines are going to be doing that. But there's going to be these people that learn how to communicate with the machine at a level that nobody else can communicate with them. And those will be the people with status, power, capability, freedom, location, and the ability to produce and solve problems and get things done. Which one do you want to be in? And all it takes is a simple focus and understanding of how to communicate with the machine and how to utilize it, as I said, in a symbiotic relationship to create, to solve problems, to help other people get places faster, easier, better. And so being involved with it now, this is the way to really get ahead. It's been coming for a long time. AI is winning art contests. ChatGPT is passing the legal bar exam. It's conducting better arguments than the 20-year veteran lawyers. It's figuring out medical at rates that aren't even possible for humans to comprehend, and it's only getting faster. So I implore you to check this out. I implore you to not make this something difficult, but instead be something that you can learn and use to your advantage. And don't be that person that looks at this and says, that's just that stuff that people talk about. That's what everybody said about the internet when I started taking it serious in 2007 and started telling myself, listen, this device, this thing is only going to get faster, better, and it's going to replace the thinking methods that we have, and it's going to speed everything up. Just like I look at ChatGPT as like a life calculator. You can ask it anything about life, and it'll give you a result. Like a calculator, when you give it any kind of numbers, it can quickly come up with a result. And you can think I'm crazy, or you can look at this and be like, you know what? That kind of makes sense. And I should probably look into this and not be the dodo or the chimpanzee that is out there nudging around doing things harder, not smarter. It's not for everybody. I don't think it is. But what I do know is if you do not learn now how to communicate with these things, and the people that do learn how to communicate with these things, there's going to be a very, very different level of where you're at and what's going on. And so if you're somebody that cares about freedom, location, power, ability, the ability to generate and create wealth so that you can help other people, if you're serious about this, I really encourage you to look into it. So anyway, I just wanted to just kind of create this kind of video to plant that seed. And I look forward to seeing you in some of my other videos.